Hello students, today we are going to discuss one more problem on Turing machine. Okay. The problem is to accept a string which is formed with the combination of zeros and ones and ending with 3 zeros. Okay. So they have given a condition that it is ending with 3 zeros, and before that 3 zeros we can have any string, that is it can be a combination of 0 or 1, or it can be present, it cannot be present. Star implies there can be a string or there cannot be a string. So the minimum string which can be generated here is epsilon. Minimum string is equal to epsilon, and minimum string is 3 zeros, where 0 plus 1 star is empty, and when this is equal to 1 you get something before 0. It can be either 0 or it can be 1. Okay. So any of these two can be in the first position. Okay. So as you go on increasing this, the combinations before this 0, these 3 zeros will be going on increasing. Okay. So how to draw this transition diagram is, first we have to draw with the minimum string, and we have to start with the finite automata diagram. First draw the finite automata diagram for this. Okay. So we can draw like this: Q naught, minimum string is 0 0, 3 zeros, Q1, Q2. After 3 zeros we should go to the final state in finite automata. Now because this is a Turing machine, okay, so before and after string we have blank symbols. Okay. So we need to accept this blank symbols. So after this Q2, it is going to Q3, okay, then blank symbol. So after these 3 zeros are read, the finite control will go to the blank symbol, which indicates that the string is completed. So again it moves back towards the left direction, and it will halt. That means finite control will always it will also read the blank symbol. So in addition to the input symbols, we also go for the blank symbol. So blank is also read. Okay. Then it goes to the final state, and final state is written as accepting state QA in Turing machine. Okay. So when you are reading input, we should write what is the output. You are reading 0 and keeping the 0 as it is, finite control will move towards the right side. Okay. After reading this 0, so it will be 0, after 0 is read as 0 only, there is no change in this symbol, and then it goes to the right direction for the next symbol. Similarly for this one, it reads the second 0, okay, and keeps this 0 as it is in the input tape and goes to the next symbol towards its right. Okay. So that is what we have written. Similarly for this 0, this is read and it is kept as 0 only, and then to read the next symbol it goes towards the right direction. Now once blank is there, it reads blank and keep this symbol as blank only, and then the finite control it will move to the last symbol of the string, that is 0, and it moves using the left direction. Okay. Then it will halt. Turing machine will always halt at the last symbol of the string, it will not halt at the blank symbol. Okay. That is why it goes to the left direction, one cell before. Okay. And there is also a chance that you may get a string, because it is accepting all the string. You may get, in place of 0 plus 1 star, I may get like this, and then 0 0 0. So when 2 zeros occur or when 1 0 occur, Turing machine will think that the remaining 3 will be the next 2 symbols may be a 0 0. So first 0 when it occurs, it goes to this state. In case if there is a 1 over here, okay, so this is ending with 3 zeros. Before this 3 zeros, I may get a string like this, or I may get a string like this. Okay. So after 0, if I get 1, we should not make the Turing machine to go to the next state. Okay. It should not proceed to the next state. We should make the transition to move back. So from here, if 1 is there, it will move back. So we will write the transition as 1 slash 1 comma r. It goes to the, that is, if 1 is there, okay, there are 3 zeros over here, and we have blank symbols, and here also we have blank. First 0 is read, it goes to the Q1 state. Second 1 is there, it reverts back to the initial state Q naught. After going to, and it will be kept as 1 only. Then after going to the previous state, the finite control will go to the next input towards right direction. So, it will be written as R. Okay. So, again it checks whether 0 is there. If 0 is there, it will again move back. Okay. So, again if we encounter 1 after 2 zeros, again this will be, the transition will move back to the initial state. After 3 zeros, again if there is a 1, it will move back like this. Okay. In case if zeros are repeated or ones are repeated, we can just keep a self loop over the initial state and the final state, that is accepting state. Okay. And the same thing is written over here in the step 2. In the next step, we write the transition table, whatever we have written here in the transition rules, we write this. Okay. If you see the first one, Q naught initial state is there. Here blank symbol is not given in our input, but we should consider capital B is also as one of our input symbol. Okay. So, 0, 1 and B are the 3 input symbols. When 0 is given at Q naught, it is going to the Q1 state, that is Q1, and 0 is not changed in the input table, it is kept as 0 only. So, we have 0 here, and it then the next input symbol after 0 is read by moving the finite control direction towards the right side. So, this is capital R. Similarly, when 1 is there, it will be in the loop only. Okay. We won't make the transition to move to the next state, because 1 is 1 will not lead to the will not satisfy this condition. So, only 1 is there, we will try to pass this through this loop only. Okay. So, this is Q naught 1 comma R, that is Q naught 1 comma R. So, for remaining same thing is repeated for the remaining states, and there is no blank transition for any of these 4 states, Q naught, Q1, Q2 and Q3, sorry, these 3 states. We have a blank transition only at Q3. So, at Q3 we have the transition like this, Q3 will go to the next state QA, and blank will be B only. Okay. We write it as B, and then it goes to the left side. Why? Because the Turing machine always stops at the last symbol of the input. So, this is L, and then the last state is QA accepting state. Even though there are no transitions in the QA accepting state, still we have to write it in the transition table, and we have to keep the blanks. So, this is about the problem. These 3 zeros may be asked in any way, like a Turing machine accepting 3 zeros at the starting of the string or at ending of the string or as substring. Okay. So, depending upon the condition, we have to change the transition. Thank you.